Hello everyone, today I present you another video of mine, this time a guide on a survival hunter. Before we quickly start to go through talents, I want to tell you that sure we all this time, all these years, all us old players, those like me who started from vanilla wanted a melee hunter spec, and it's nice that we have it. However, it was implemented probably in a rush because I feel like the spec is clunky. Sure, there's damage, sure you can play it, sure it is fun, but it's quite clunky and might not be the right choice. So let's go to the talents. On level 15, I prefer Animal Instincts. That's because it offers us a reduction on cooldowns to our main attacks. Mongoose Bites, Flanking Strike, also Harpoon, which we need to use to catch up to our enemies. And in PvP, that's of most importance. Throwing Axes, I tried it in Warlords on that pre-patch when they implemented the tree. They were good, they did damage. In this expansion, in Battlegrounds, it sucks, it's bad, don't take it. There's no damage. Just an extra button for you to click. A Way of Moknatal we don't really take because Raptor Strike, even though it's going to be our dump, the attack power boost doesn't really win over Animal Instincts in PvP, and that's what we are basing it off. In PvE you would probably want a Way of Moknatal. At level 30 I prefer Mortal Wounds to help Mongoose Bite to pop its charges faster, because Mongoose Bite is our spam ability, one that we constantly spam, relying on its damage. It's more important. Murder of Crows is another decent ability that you can take based on your playstyle, and I don't say it's a no, but I would prefer Mongoose Bite, and you know, it's a spammy thing. But you might want to go with Murder of Crows, and there's nothing wrong with that. Snake Hunter, forget it. Like 2 minutes CD just to get 3 charges of Mongoose Bite. In PvP, even though it's your spam ability and stuff, you will not have enough burst to make it so significantly useful, more useful than the other abilities, just to benefit of its burst. And this is what this talent is all about, is a burst. So we skip it. At level 45 I prefer Disengage. If used wisely, you can use it as a catch-up mechanic, or when you need to really to disengage from the combat and to run away. So it's best. Trailblazer, forget it. Too many slows in game. It's it's either not going to be active at all because you are constantly in combat, somebody hitting you, you are hitting somebody. Second, there's going to be a slow of some sort on you. Trailblazer will probably never be on for you to benefit from. Post haste, we don't really need. I'd rather have a Disengage instead of extra movement speed after use of Harpoon. Because, you know, Harpoon, you get there, you use your net, slow down the enemy, and that's it, you don't need that haste. At level 60, I prefer Caltrops. I run with all 3 talents, even though they all kind of nice and fulfill certain role. Building around Caltrops is way better, and especially that it was going to help you fight your what do you call it, your melee opponents. It's going to help out a lot. Guerrilla Tactics is a nice one, but it loses to Caltrops. But if you want to take it, you can try it out, but you still will be benefiting more from Caltrops, as I said, but here is that freezing trap will lock people in place and will allow you to damage them, which is good when you're trying to catch up someone. Steel trap is just it's just an extra damage. That's all it is for this talent. So, like, it's either you take steel trap or Caltrops for damage, and Caltrops just win because they do AoE, and they also, there's more talents that synergize better with Caltrops, like Expert Trapper, like Slick Guitar, which will make it use like much more useful. Going to 75, level 75. The winner and no contender, that's a ranger's net. It's a slow, you can knock down person at place for 3 seconds. It's a winner, and it's a ranged attack. There's no reason not to take it. Sticky bomb, forget it, garbage. Ability, sure it probably does some damage and stuff, but it's not significant. But it also knocks away enemies from your target, which is also a pointless move, because you'd rather have them all together so they can stand on your con traps and your other traps. So forget it. Camouflage, PvE ability to heal up. At level 90, we go with Serpent Sting. I tried rolling with Butchery. It's a nice ability, worthy one, but you are always focus starved. You're always feeling that you're lacking focus. It would have been better if it was to replace your not only replace your Carve, but also replace your Raptor Strike and cost 20 focus instead. Then it would have been nicer. But the way it is, you don't take it because you will be focus starved and your damage will drop. Instead, use Serpent Sting. With Serpent Sting and your Lacerate, you can macro them up into one ability, like I did. Since Serpent Sting and Lacerate are instant, and they have no cooldown other than global cooldown, you can macro them up, and I will show you the macro. Similar I did for a Druid. So cast sequence, reset 5, it can be anything but at least 2 seconds. Lacerate, Raptor Strike, and you use them as a dump and to place the dots. Place the dots on the enemy. So that's how it works. Dragonfire Grenade, forget it. Sure, it does damage. Too big of CD to make a significant use. And you already have ton of slows, so you don't need the slow. So you'd rather take that extra damage from Serpent Sting and not be focus tired. At level 100, you take Expert Trapper. It is best because you go on controps. It will increase damage. It will help your explosive trap, albeit increasing its damage as well. So overall, it works better. Also, it will help out with your your freezing trap, making people slow in AoE. It's a good choice along with the aspect of Beast, but I find it that you will be relying a lot on your controps, on your traps, and Expert Trapper kind of wins it a little bit over Aspect of Beast. But Aspect of Beast is your second choice if you want to take it with a pet on Ferocity, so you can have that handy. Spitting Cobra is it's not a worthy one. With 1 minute cooldown, sure it lasts 30 seconds, but the damage burst you are not going to really be using a lot, like benefiting more. It's only good when you have someone to focus down in arena like 2v2 and you need to focus someone down fast, that's when you probably take it. But I would prefer any other situation, Expert Trapper or Aspect of Beast. Going to Honor Talents. We take on the first tier, we take Adaptation. Relentless we don't take, we don't live long. Gladiator when you're in arena. On second tier, Reinforced Armor, it's the best one. The order to forget it, they don't block enough damage to be as useful as Reinforced Armor. At level 3, the winner is Cat-like Reflexes. Because you are melee, you're going to be up the face to the enemies all the time, fighting rogues, warriors. You need that dodge. Yeah, you need that dodge from Cat-like Reflexes, so you're taking it. Dragon Scale could be used in arena when there are too many like warlocks, shadow priests, and no melee. Otherwise, you still go Cat-like Reflexes. Survival Instincts you don't take, it's a one-trick pony and doesn't help you much. All it does just drops your dots and that's about it. And it's only magical effects, so diseases are not going to be dropped, curses not gonna be dropped, so yeah, forget it. At tier 4, it's Viper Sting. Well, all stings are good. Viper Sting by default. Scorpion Sting in 2v2, 3v3 arena when there's just a lot of melee and no healer. And Spider Sting in 2v2 arena when there are only mages, no healers, no melee, of course. That's how you do it. At tier 5, we take in mending bandage. We do need that little extra heal it offers. Sure, it's not perfect, but it's something, and I find it quite useful. It's not so like you use it all the time, but it is a good ability. Hunting pack, we don't need it. You know, all our teammates usually act like idiots. In arena, you will not need it simply because you know, there's not so many people affected by it. Maybe in 5v5, but then again, with so many slows and AoE slows, it's just going to be down all the time. It's just gonna waste talent. Master Skull, on the other hand, could be useful, but with such a large cooldown and you being melee, you will be up somebody's face anyways. You have net to slow them down, so you really will not have any issues chasing anyone. So Master Skull is not really so effective. It's better to have another heal, which is Mending Bandage. On last tier, we're taking Sticky Tar. The thing is, Sticky Tar is just a good synergy with your Caltrops and your whole trap expert thing, and does better. Diamond Ice, you can take it and only in arena when you have very good team composition. Everyone knows how to play it out. It will work like what is it? Not Hurricane, Tornado that druids have when no one can damage or heal your enemy. Only when you have that super good comp and you know the people that they will play around it, only then. Otherwise you skip this talent. Tracker's net is pretty much useless because we're going to have net. Sure, it helps you dodge some attacks, but I don't think it's so much significant since you have cat-like reflexes. So that is it for my guide. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.